Hello, my sweetheart. Let me tell you something that will absolutely tickle you pink. Just this morning, I was speaking with a woman who said to me, "I keep saying I'm healthy, but my body seems to have missed the memo entirely. Isn't that just the way of it? We're all walking around declaring ourselves radiant specimens of perfect health, while secretly wondering why our knees creak like old floorboards and our energy levels resemble those of a sleepy sloth." Well, darling, if you've ever found yourself staring in the mirror, mustering up all your courage to declare, "I am the picture of perfect health," while simultaneously reaching for your third cup of coffee and wondering if that twinge in your shoulder is trying to tell you something important, then you and I are going to get along just splendidly. You see, I've discovered something absolutely revolutionary about this whole health affirmation business, and I simply cannot wait to share it with you. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've tried the affirmations. You've stood in front of that mirror, probably feeling a bit silly, declaring yourself a radiant beacon of wellness, while your reflection looked back at you with what I like to call polite skepticism. And perhaps, just perhaps, a little voice in your head whispered, "Really? Are we really going to pretend that bag of chips I demolished last night was a health food?" Oh, we've all been there, haven't we? The truth is, most of us have been going about this health affirmation business all wrong, and I don't blame you one bit for feeling confused. Society has taught us that we must feel guilty about our bodies, that we must constantly battle against them, wage war on our appetites, and treat our physical selves like unruly children who need constant discipline. What utter nonsense! Here's what I've learned after years of watching people tie themselves in knots over this very issue. We've been treating our bodies like strangers at a cocktail party, making polite conversation while secretly judging everything they do. But your body, my dear, is not your enemy. It's your oldest, most faithful companion, and it's been trying to work with you all along. The real challenge isn't that your affirmations aren't working. Oh no, they're working beautifully, but they're working on the wrong frequency. It's like trying to tune into your favorite radio station while the dial is set to static. You're broadcasting, "I am radiantly healthy," while your subconscious is running a 24-hour news program featuring every ache, pain, and worry you've ever entertained about your physical form. You see, the mind is the most obedient servant you'll ever encounter, but it's also quite literal. If you spend your days thinking about what's wrong with your body, cataloging every symptom, every sign of aging, every indication that you're not the specimen of perfection you think you should be, well, that's exactly what your faithful mind will continue to manifest for you. It's not being rebellious, it's being helpful in the most misguided way possible. But here's where it gets absolutely fascinating. Your body is constantly renewing itself. Every single cell is participating in this magnificent dance of regeneration. Scientists tell us that we get an entirely new body every 7 to 10 years. Isn't that remarkable? You are literally not the same person you were a decade ago, right down to your very atoms. Yet somehow, we carry forward the same old stories about our limitations, our weaknesses, our inevitable decline. Now, let me share with you what I call the 4 pillars of radiant health affirmation. And I promise you, it's simpler than you think. First, we must make friends with our body again. Start each morning by placing your hand on your heart and saying, "Good morning, dear body. Thank you for all the ways you serve me today." Notice I didn't say, "Thank you for being perfect," or "Thank you for looking exactly how I want you to look." Just simple gratitude for service. Your heart beats without your conscious effort. Your lungs breathe. Your digestive system processes your food. These are miracles happening every moment, and acknowledging them shifts everything. Second, we replace the critic with the cheerleader. Every time you catch yourself cataloging what's wrong, immediately counter with what's working. Oh, your knee aches? I give thanks that my legs carry me wherever I need to go. Feeling tired? I give thanks that my body knows exactly how to restore itself. This isn't denial, darling. It's redirection of your precious attention toward what serves you. Third, we treat our body like our dearest friend. Would you feed your best friend nothing but junk and expect them to feel wonderful? Would you keep your dearest companion up all night and then wonder why they're cranky the next day? Start making choices from love, not from guilt or punishment. Ask yourself, what would make my body feel cherished today? Sometimes it's a nourishing meal. Sometimes it's gentle movement. Sometimes it's rest. And fourth, we release the timeline. Oh, this is where most people trip themselves up. They affirm perfect health for a week and then check their reflection like they're inspecting a cake in the oven. Is it done yet? Why don't I look different? Why do I still have this headache? Healing unfolds in its own perfect timing, and your job is simply to maintain the vision and trust the process. Now, let me give you the most powerful health affirmation I know, and I want you to say it with me right now, with feeling. I give thanks for my radiant health. My body is a temple of the living spirit, and every cell vibrates with perfect life and energy. Feel that? That little shift in your chest? That's your body saying, finally someone who gets it. But here's the secret sauce that nobody talks about. You must say this affirmation as if it's already true, not as if you're trying to make it true. There's a world of difference between desperate hoping and confident knowing. When you declare your radiant health, you're not trying to convince the universe of anything. You're simply aligning yourself with what is already your divine birthright. I had a student once who came to me feeling absolutely defeated. She'd been battling various health challenges for years, trying every diet, every exercise program, every supplement under the sundae. Nothing works for me, she said. I asked her to try something radical for just 1 month. Instead of focusing on what needed to be fixed, I asked her to spend 5 minutes each morning appreciating what was working perfectly in her body. She thought I'd lost my marbles, but she agreed to try it. She started with simple things. I give thanks that my eyes can see this beautiful sunrise. I give thanks that my hands can feel the warmth of this coffee cup. I give thanks that my mind can think these thoughts. Within 2 weeks, she noticed her energy shifting. Within a month, she was sleeping better, feeling stronger, and most remarkably, she'd stopped obsessing about all her symptoms. She hadn't become a different person. She'd simply started paying attention to the wellness that was already there. Here's what I want you to do right now, before you do anything else. I want you to place both hands somewhere on your body and close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths and simply notice what's working beautifully in your physical form right this moment. Maybe it's your steady heartbeat. Maybe it's the miracle of your breathing. Maybe it's the way your body maintains its perfect temperature without any conscious effort from you. Just notice and appreciate one thing. That's it. That's your first step toward radiant health. The beautiful truth is that your body wants to be healthy. It's designed for wellness, programmed for vitality, and constantly working toward balance. When you align your thoughts and words with this natural tendency, instead of fighting against it, you become a cooperative partner in your own healing instead of an anxious supervisor constantly checking up on the progress. Remember, darling, every word you speak about your body is a prayer. Every thought you think about your health is an instruction to the universe. Make them count. Make them loving. Make them powerful. I want you to try something for the next 7 days. Every single morning, before you check your phone, before you look in the mirror with that critical eye, before you inventory what hurts or what's wrong, I want you to put your hand on your heart and say, I give thanks for my radiant health. My body is strong, vital, and perfectly designed for wellness. Say it like you mean it. Say it like it's the most obvious truth in the world. And here's your homework, because I do love giving homework. I want you to catch yourself every time you're about to complain about your body or focus on what's not working, and instead immediately state one thing you're grateful for about your physical form. Don't just think it. Say it out loud. Your ears need to hear it. Your heart needs to feel it. And your cells need to receive the message. If this resonates with you, if something inside you just lit up and said, yes, this makes sense, then I need you to share this message with someone who needs to hear it. We're all walking around carrying these heavy burdens of physical worry and limitation when we could be dancing through life in radiant wellness. Let's start a revolution of health appreciation, shall we? Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you're grateful for about your body right now. I don't care if it's small. I don't care if it seems insignificant. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And I want to celebrate your body's magnificence with you, because that's what we do in this beautiful community of ours. Your radiant health is not a distant dream, my dear friend. It's your natural state, your divine inheritance, and it's available to you right now. All you have to do is claim it, appreciate it, and trust in the perfect wisdom of your beautiful body. Now go forth and be the radiant, healthy being you were always meant to be.